So we were just in the homeowners association at Dobson Ranch, and now we're out at my physical property that we went out there to get the approval for this roof. As you see the way the sun is reflecting off the roof looks okay, right? There's probably maybe a year or two left of shelf life on there, but if I'm gonna go sell it, my guy's already working here, economies of scale, let them work on it as they're here, so I don't have to come off another project and deal with it in a year. I'm not a Band-Aid kind of guy, I'd rather just do surgery. We're here now, let's resolve the issue, spend money to make money. So that's why we're gonna do an overlay on this bad boy. These guys just sold this one to the right, put an overlay on. Everyone's got brown roofs. Traditionally, I'm gonna go black, but it doesn't conform to the neighborhood, so I'm sticking with what works here. Originally, when I fell in love with this community, we talked about the intangibles coming here, the sentiment. This is a great community. As you'll see, it's on the golf course, and I happen to get two homes from the same seller from about 6 or 7 years ago that was in default. And as soon as I came out here to buy them and look at both those deals, I really just had a love for the community, the care, the way the neighbors take care of each other and the homes. So there's not a lot of deferred maintenance on anything. It's a strong, solid community with a high level of desirability to live, to rent in this community. And that's something you always want to look at. What is the desirability of that specific community? What draws people in, etc. What are the amenities? What's the community like? What are the neighbors like, etc. So that's, as you'll see, you get a warm feeling coming out here. I would live in this house myself. It's a beautiful property and a great place to reside. Hey guys, Zach here, Zack Ventures. I'm a cash buyer here in Arizona. Currently, I'm out here in Dobson Ranch getting an approval for a roof on one of my properties here in Dobson Ranch. Every time you're doing a roof or outside, paint or whatnot, and there's association, you got to make sure you follow the rules and regulations so that you don't have to come back and repaint. It's going to take a lot more time, money, and energy to go back the second time than doing it right the first time. So I happen to be here paying my crews around the corner, dropping these bad boys off, build a relationship with the community center ladies or gentlemen in there so that we stay on good terms and have some fun. Hey ladies, how we doing?
I'm Carolyn.
You look like Carolyn. Miss America too. How are you? Zachary. We spoke on the phone about the roof for my property. Do you need cost of project on here? No, if we're just doing an overlay.
That is strictly up to you. If you want to put it in there, you can, but you do not have to. It's not required.
Okay, so I have my name. I can date it right up on the top. 11/21/9. People call me Big Sexy. You can call me whatever you want.
She'll approve it and I'll let you know.
That is fantastic. So maybe even by the end of the day, so we can work on it this weekend.
Oh, yes.
You're fantastic. We like getting stuff done. I want to protect it.
Yeah.
Is it a prerequisite just to be good looking to work in this office? Okay, here's everything. You got my account number. That's all that stuff. You got my cell phone. In case of emergency, you could dial 911. You are the best. I really appreciate it. You ladies have a good one. I'll wait to hear from your call so I know it's you. I'll put you in at 480.
And your first name is?
Zachary.
Z-A-K?
That's my company, Zack. Just call me Zack, Big Sexy, whatever you want.
Okay.
All right, have a great weekend. I appreciate it. See you, ladies. Thank you. So super important to always engage people because they want to help you out, be friendly, be courteous, no matter what. I mean, that's so important. People are always serious and think you're going into association, you're meeting with city planners and whatnot. If you come in there and you're a prick, they're going to take their time, they're going to put it on the side of the desk, that guy had bad energy, or is a dick, or you're a woman, whatever it is. Always engage people, be polite, make them laugh. Life's too short. That's kind of my mantra in business and in life. Sorry, I forgot one more thing.
That's okay.
If you guys ever have any delinquencies or HOA violations that are long going on other properties, do you ever disseminate that to people, or it's private information, or how does that work? Maybe I give you. Well, you got my number. If you ever saw something that's distressed, you could always call me.
Let's see, where's that book? Oh, here's a notice of trustee sales.
Perfect.
They're
yeah, this is all public to pull in here, so that's cool. So you
can
keep these. So we got these lots. That's a good one. Not too bad. How many homes are there total in?
There's 5,000 homes in Dobson.
Pretty good. So 5,000 homes, and there's only 4 that are going to trustee sale. I'd say it's a pretty desirable community.
Everybody's trying to get in here.
All right. Once again, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hopefully I'll pick up a couple more. Right now I only have 2 in the neighborhood, but we'll go for 5. See you later. You too. Thank you. See, thinking outside the box is key. I mean, always engaging and asking the questions. Hey, who do you know? What's distress? How can we do more business? Think outside the box. Don't just show up and drop off a piece of paper. Engage the people that work in the communities to assist you in growing your business. They're your #1 resource. If I didn't even pose that question, who would have known that they keep a little list of default properties or HOA, issues? Without, again, engaging these people, you're never gonna know. Ask the additional questions, engage everybody you speak to, and go the extra mile. Right now, we are heading out to my Pennington property, because obviously we're in Dobson Ranch. What's super nice too is I have another home right up the street in Chandler, which is about 2 miles from this one, which is great. So head over to this house, meet the crews, see what's going on at the property. This is the same one that we just pulled a permit for the roof from the HOA. Make sure that it's conforming. I hate to throw on a roof and tear it off because we got the wrong color. It's not approved by the association. In fact, I learned the hard way on the last property. There was a master HOA association, and I didn't even realize it because the community had 87,000 different paint colors. Sure enough, I paint the property, I sell it, everything's great, and then I get a letter of non-compliance that my paint colors don't conform with the community. I was so upset and literally had to go back and repaint the entire home. Not to mention the homeowner was super picky, and we had to redo a bunch of other stuff, so it just became a nightmare. It's always best to research, make sure there's not any master community or rules, regulations, or HOA, and if so, make sure that you're in compliance and conform to the requirements. Additionally, this home that we're going to, again, I like having economies of scale. So if I'm doing remodels, I want to have a lot in that same area so that my guys can help each other out. We can order bulk materials and maybe bring them between each houses. It always seems to work out much better. I don't have to drive 2 hours between homes, again, because it's best usage of my time, better economies of scale with materials, labors, guys can help each other out, and just makes a lot more economical and financial sense. All this stuff, originally these doors were on here when I acquired the property 5 or 6 years ago. You got this like Spanish, flair to it, which I love. So I'm definitely gonna keep these. They just need a little bit more TLC, which is what we do. So as you come in, you get that love feeling. You got some cool, Spanish pavers, Mediterranean feel. It's gonna look hot. Tender, loving care, a little TLC. So as you can tell, these doors look a little beat up, a little sun-ridden, but the Zack Ventures from Trash to Cash crew will be elevating these, sanding them down, and updating them with some tender, loving care. Come on through. We got a nice little garage here, which is great. Synthetic stucco, super nice in this home. We got the crews working. ¿Cómo estás? Estamos vivo. Estamos vivo. Trabajando fuerte. So we got all new can lighting in here. We got all new floors, full new kitchen coming in. We raised some ducts in here because people don't want to be in confined spaces. This place is looking hot. All the floors are done, grouts in. Originally in some of my Instagram videos, you saw a red fireplace, but we scrapped that. It's just looking hot. You can see all the new ducts, all the new can lighting, electric and wiring. We, again, do surgery in these places. No Band-Aids here. We're not doing, lipstick on a pig. ¿Dónde está su hermano? Okay, está bien. Okay. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. In here, this thing was terrible before, but está en vivo en camera. Está bien. Hey. Señor Arietta. So we raised the whole soffit in here. You can see the old soffit level is super low coming in here. I'm 6'7", so I was about to hit my head up on here, but now that we raised it, I don't feel as confined, so it looks so much better. Same thing in the hallway above you. It's just a drastic difference. Anytime you have an opportunity to raise a soffit, move some ducts around, it's not the most expensive move and you get big bang for your buck, which is cool. So we'll come out, I want to show you why I love these homes. Everything's getting, again, brand new in here. This is the master suite rolling in here, but you have your own private little oasis coming off these doors. And right back here, your own golf course. I mean, phenomenal. So if anyone wants to go 9 with me next week, hit me up. We're in the process of doing full landscaping over here, so I'm gonna rerun some sod in here, probably remove this tree. Check out this. You talk about emotion, the intangibles. There's only a limited number of golf course properties, period. So if you have an opportunity to capitalize one at a good price, people want to live on a golf course. It's just a fact. Just like being by water, a golf course, a view, a mountain, it's kind of that same sentiment that draws people in. I'm replastering this whole pool and redoing everything. So waiting for the guys to jack all this out and get it replastered. So that's gonna look good. That's gonna happen in the next week. And then fix up this decking and landscaping. And this puppy should be on the market in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks. So we're rocking and rolling and it's looking fantastic. I'm very, very excited about this one. Again, I own the one next door. Good economies of scale, great neighbor. He looked out for me last week, he even called me, said the pump was running after we drained this. I was gonna ruin my brand new pump. So that's a great thing to have tenants that are, you know, protecting your investments as well. Super cool. Again, you can see a better shot of the roof here, why we need to do another overlay here, because you can start seeing it's popping up, etc. So again, the guys are here. We're going to take care of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Good economies of scale. This house was bought for $132,000 in, I think, 2012, 2013 in a short sale. Same owner, he had some financial hardships and whatnot, and it was a long process with the banks. Remodeled it, rented it out for the last 5-6 years to 2 different families. The last tenant just moved out, and it's time to really do a full job in here, and then either re-rent it or sell it, depending on whatever happens first. I'm happy to own these, you know, for eternity. They're great projects. This one's a 2-bed, 2-bath with the pool. The one over here is a 3-bed, 2-bath also with a pool. So it's kind of an anomaly to have, you know, these properties here on the golf course with a pool. It just makes for great rentals, long-term holds, you know, whatever works for you. It's great property. I believe in, you know, because there's a limited amount of properties on the golf courses, probably about $350 in today's market, even for rent $1,800, $1,900 when this thing's done. So, you know, based on my original acquisition and the enhancements and improvements that I made, I'm still going to get a massive yield. Of course, because I bought it at the best possible time. But if you're going to buy it today and then try and get that yield, your cap rate, your return on investment is going to be much less, because obviously you're paying a much higher price. That's why it's really good, because my basis is super low, so it affords me the opportunity to put in, you know, significant money to maximize the value of the property. So I'll show you even kind of over here. It's super important to maintain the landscaping, because if you don't, like I had a tree here, and you can see where the roots started coming up and penetrating into the jacuzzi. Not good. So as a homeowner, you want to be proactive in terms of maintenance, repairs, be diligent. If you have tenants and you don't check in on your properties, stuff like this could happen. You know, if your pool guys are not taking care of it, you're going to know right away. So super important to be proactive and take care of all these issues as they arise. And you can see why this needs a new plaster. You can see it all fading away on there. It's time anyways, so it's okay. But as we're doing that, I'm going to excavate this fully so this never transpires again. That's why I'm going to take out this tree, so you can see how the roots are starting to penetrate into the Satillo tile here. I don't want to have that occur. Even if I sell it in the future, I don't want the next homeowner to deal with these hardships and headaches. Just do it right the first time. I may put a new piece of quartz up on here. You can see this starting to dilapidate. So again, when I'm having my fabricators come out with the quartz and you see something, again, economies of scale. If I'm already getting, you know, 2 or 3 slabs for the home, I'm sure with a 3rd slab, I could put a new piece on here. And what is the incremental cost? Not much. They're already going to be out here. They're already rocking and rolling. So when I see that, boom, triggers the idea. Tell the guy to measure this up. It'll also look super cool to have a new piece of quartz out here, and it's again beneficial for the next buyer or renter. How we doing, brother? Jose. Good. ¿Todo bien? ¿Listo para un cheque? Sí. Vamos. You're just gonna reframe this with some, well, you're gonna paint all this anyways. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Okay. Yeah. Charcoal. We can go charcoal. Okay, cool. Yeah. And I got it. Hopefully I'll have the roof approved today, which will be good. Wait, so I just want to confirm, it's only been about 17 minutes since I left the office. We got full approval to proceed with the roof?
That is correct.
You are my new best friend. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll come in. I'll probably get you a paint one next week, just working on the color. So I'll go online as well and get you those so we can see each other once again and rekindle where we left off.
Okay, and make sure they are approved colors. Deep She can also approve those as well. You don't have to wait to go through the committee.
I love it. I appreciate it. So I'll just pick those online. I'll come in, drop that off to you, and go from there. Or can I just email it to you with the color selection?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes, you can go online at dobsonranch.com.
Yep.
Our architectural application is online.
Yep.
Just scroll down a little bit. You'll see architectural application.
Yep.
Click on it. My email address is on there.
I got you.
Make sure you put the color numbers and the name when you fill out that architectural.
Sounds good. You have a wonderful weekend. Don't overdo the booze, and I'll see you early next week.
Oh, and make sure you let me know what part of the home you are going to do the trim, like the fascia board,
of course.
Door,
yep.
Whatever.
I'll break it down for you specifically. Okay. I'm a very detailed kind of guy. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye. I told you we'd have an approval fast. I mean, who gets stuff approved in 17 minutes? Literally, start to finish. We're here. Proceed on the roof, boys. Go ahead. We're good. All right, have a good weekend. Thank you. We are back to the famous, the infamous, the drug house, what was perceived as the drug house. Look, it's already starting to get clean, baby. This is already looking good.